Hi guys, welcome to Beard's Eye View, and it's going to be my spoiler review for Episode 7, Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Before we begin, don't forget to like and comment down below, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified whenever I do videos. I do them every single week, so make sure you keep a lookout for those. Spoilers, of course there's spoilers. I've said it a million times now. Spoilers, of course, make sure you watch the episode first. Just before we kind of kick into things, I have seen all the announcements from Disney of all the Marvel stuff, all the Star Wars stuff that they're about to do, and I was going to do more videos, but with the run up to Christmas, I'm so busy. It's a very stressful time at the moment. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be going on. I just haven't got the time to run down all that stuff and go through and do those videos. But all I will say is everything looks awesome. Like all the TV shows, all the movies that are coming out with Star Wars and Marvel. It's a good time to be a geek, especially with Star Wars. I never thought in a million years we'd be getting this kind of content, the amount of content we're getting from Star Wars. Some people might say it's oversaturated, but for me, it's just give me more. Give me more Star Wars. I want it. It fills out the universe, and I'm all over it. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Anyway, Mandalorian, The Believer. This is the penultimate episode. I think as far as I know, there's only 8. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's only 8. So this is the second to last one of season 2, and it's basically Bill Burr's character kind of comes back into it. He's Mayfeld. They kind of spring him from his prison thing. He looks like he's in like a scrapyard. Kind of looks like Raxus Prime from Force Unleashed, if anybody remembers that. It's a junkyard planet. That looked really cool. So he's been released to help them out to get some information from a planet, so that way they can get onto Gideon's ship and get Grogu back. I love it when he sees Boba Fett, who by the way has a new paint job. He's updated his armor and everything. It was a little bit dated, so he's updated it. It's all brand new paint job. Looks awesome. Still amazing to see Slave One like the entire time through this episode. Anytime I see it, just a big smile going, oh, it's Slave One, this is so cool. And I love how Mayfeld sees him, because I thought you were the guy, and then bang, there he appears. Oh, just a great little moment there. So essentially this is it felt like a bit like a buddy cop movie. It was Mayfeld and Mando infiltrating this place to get the information onto their card and everything, so that, like I said, they can save the child. And it's getting onto this juggernaut transport and getting this there's this really highly volatile substance in there that would explode, and it's getting it across the line into the Imperial place, and it is a lot of fun. I mean, these pirates kind of attack them, so you got Mando going for it, which, by the way, he's wearing stormtrooper gear. He has to switch out because all the other guys will get their face recognised, so it's just him and Mayfeld, and he's in like the trooper armour, and it's apparent when he's fighting these pirates that he's getting hit and everything. And he realises, I haven't got my Beskar armour, so I'm not going to be able to take hits like I usually do. So it was fun to kind of see him have to adapt to the new armour that he's got and not rely on it. So yeah, these pirates are attacking it, trying to blow these up before they can get over the line. It's a lot of fun to see it back and forth. There's also a lot of kind of, again, with this buddy cop kind of feel, there's a lot of back and forth with Mayfeld and Mando, and him not really saying much, and he's trying to explain to him, like taking off the helmet and all this kind of stuff. There's different rules and things change and everything when you push to the limit, and a lot of stuff, and it's kind of pushing towards more stuff of Mando and his code and his creed and what he believes in, and obviously that's been shaken quite a lot with a lot of things going on in this season. So, and it does push further forward in this episode of what is he willing to do to get Grogu back, and it's something that happens that it just shows how much Grogu means to him, how much this kid means to him. So they get it across the line, they see the terminal they need to get to, but someone might be noticing Mayfeld, so Mando goes in there, but it's face recognition, and we know he's going to have to show his face, and he does do it. He takes his helmet off in a big shock moment, and like I said, it really shows how much Grogu means to him. He's like, I am going to show my face to all these other people, including Mayfeld that knows who I am, to get the information I need to get Grogu back. And that is a real big moment for him, that his ideals are changing a little bit. I will do what I have to. When I'm pushed, like Mayfeld said, when I'm pushed to the limit, my ideals change, and he was pushed to the limit. He had no choice but to do that to get the information. Of course, that Imperial guy kind of comes up and they get into a kind of slight altercation. It's just, the whole thing's very tense. At any minute it's going to start kicking off, and he brings them over to sit them down and have a drink. They start talking about different parts of the Empire and wars and all this kind of stuff. They talk about Operation Cinder. It rings a bell for some reason. I think it might have been in the Battlefront 2 storyline. I can't really remember, don't quote me on it. So they talk about that and all the people that died, and you can see Bill Burr's character Mayfeld is getting more and more agitated as it goes on, because this guy's just laughing it up like all these people dying, families and all this kind of stuff, and fighting for their homes is not a big deal. And then finally just Mayfield just loses it, blasts him, then they have to start blasting everything. Puts his helmet back on, they start blasting, they get the way out of the window. The girls are up sharp shooting and taking everything on. This little team up between those two, that Dune and the other girl, that's pretty cool. I want to see more of that. So they're fighting to get to the roof, and the girls are obviously taking out all the troopers. There's the stormtroopers, there's Scarif troopers, even there's called the sludge troopers as well. There's quite a few, eclectic kind of amount of troopers there, which is it's good to see a kind of a mix. And then Fett comes in, picks them up again. It's so good to see Slave One. It's so awesome. Picks them up and off he goes. TIE fighters are chasing after him. And you just see the manoeuvrability of Slave One, because you don't see too much of it in the original trilogy, only a little bit. You see a bit of it in Clone Wars. And then we did have an amazing Attack of the Clones kind of callback, where he releases a seismic charge to get rid of the TIE fighters. And just that amazing moment where it just goes silent and just as it just echoes and destroys the TIE fighters. I was like, oh, that was so cool. And then just off they go to get away. Oh, awesome. So the whole thing is, once it's over, Mayfield's meant to go back to the scrap heap, and I think he has time shaved off his sentence so he gets a better view, is what she mentioned. But then they change their mind. They say, I think he died in battle, and they just let him go. And he said, off you go, you're free. And that's I like the fact that we've had this kind of slight change of heart with Mayfield's character. He's a little bit more human, especially the fact that the last thing he does is use the rifle to blow up the entire vicinity, and that is a real kind of big moment for him. And he's gone off now, kind of free and away to go and do what he wants. But the thing you've got to keep in mind is that he knows what Mando looks like now. He's the only person that knows what Mando looks like, because the only other person that saw was that Imperial guy that got shot down by Mayfield. So that is incredible. I mean, obviously going forward, we probably might see Mando's face more and more, because obviously his ideas are changing, as we said. But for the time being, that could be a big sticking point going into season 3, maybe. The final moments as well was great. We did have a wipe as well, the classic movie wipes that Star Wars do a lot. They had like a circle one that pulled out, and then bang, you see Gideon's ship. They get a transmission through from Mando, and he's basically saying, you have something I want, you have no idea how much he means to me, and I'm going to get him back. And that's pretty much how it finished. It's him threatening him, saying, I'm going to do whatever it takes, and he will be back with me. And it's the best way to end the episode, because it's basically like, right, next episode, this is crunch time, this is team up, let's do this, let's get Grogu back. So yeah, real good way to kind of show that he's not afraid of Gideon. It's like, I'm going to threaten you, we are going to get him back. A very quick thing as well, we don't see Grogu even once in this episode, and it was really, really unsettling and really weird to not see him at least even in one scene. It adds to that tension going into the final episode of, I can't wait to see him again, because we've had a whole episode without him at all. Overall, guys, this was a really, really fun episode. I really enjoyed it. I don't know whether it's the weakest of the episodes so far, but that does not mean that it's a bad episode, because I still really enjoyed it. It's just there was a lot more going on in other episodes, but this was still a lot of fun. Again, it had a very cool buddy cop feel. It was good to see Bill Burr's character again. I quite enjoyed it. He had more character development. Great to see Slave One in action again. Great to see Boba in his new armour. Great to see the girls teaming up. That was a lot of fun. It was just a good action kind of episode, and it was a means to an end to get to that last moment. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good fun, and I'm looking forward to that finale next week. So that's what I thought of episode 7 of season 2 of The Mandalorian. What did you think about it? Let me know down in the comments. Make sure you subscribe and ring the bell. If you want to find me on social media, any of these, all links are in the description, and I'll see you soon.